Okay, so good evening, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Um, Good evening and welcome. So, first of all, let me apologize for the delay. Our guest is here already, but network is just messing up. All right. But good evening. All right, you're back. All right.
Yeah, I
So
don't
I've
know
gone
why.
live already.
Oh,
His network, but it's
didn't
fine.
just
So
went off.
his network.
All right.
All
I don't
right.
know. Can
So
you hear
I'm
me
live.
clearly?
I can hear you very clearly. Yeah.
All right.
All right, welcome.
Yeah.
You just go ahead and introduce the program. And introduce you, then you go ahead and give us what you have for us. All right. So let's not waste any more time. Good evening, everyone, and wherever you're watching us from, you're welcome. This is the eighth episode of this particular program. This is a program that I call Young and Balling. All right. It's a program where
I can hear you.
I bring. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
All right. All right. So I think everything is
So
okay now. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay now. It's okay now. So let me just be done with the introduction so you can go on. All right. So I was saying this is Young and Balling is a program where basically the aim is to help young people, people in their 20s and 30s, figure out their lives, get their stuff together, and make headway with whatever they are doing. And this is the eighth episode of this program. And so far, we've had amazing people come from different walks of life, different fields, different areas to come and share from their own experiences how they've been able to an extent, get their stuff together and make headway in their respective fields and their respective lives. All right, so today this is the March edition because it's once a month, and I have um, a friend and more or less a brother with me today. Inioluwa Samuel is someone who, when we talk of influence, especially on the online space, WhatsApp, Instagram, and YouTube, he is someone who pulls a lot of influence. Oh God, our network is really disturbing. But if you're watching this, I hope you can hear me. If you're watching this, I hope you can hear me. I'll add him back. Network is really, really bad on his end. But if you're here and you can hear me, or you're watching the replay and you can hear me, please go ahead. Just comment your name and comment where you're watching from as we wait for him to join us again. All right, so let me know your name. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you in Lagos? Are you in Abuja? Are you in Kano? Are you outside Nigeria? Are you in Ghana? Where are you watching us from? Our guest is around. He will be back with us shortly. The network is acting up. All right. So most of us that use MTN, we know the situation of things. All right, but he'll be back. So as we wait for him, just let me know where you're watching us from. Comment your name and let me be sure that you can hear me and you can see me properly. All right. So can you hear me? Thank God, Awamba. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Can you hear me? Can you see me properly? Thank God. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Samuel, welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you. I think the network should be more stable now because I connected to another network.
All right. All right. Okay, Victoria, you're welcome. Victoria Oshanisi, welcome, welcome from Abuja. You guys are welcome. So please, can you hear me? Can you see me very well? Let me be sure. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Before we go into what we have. Okay, you can hear me, you can see me. Beautiful. So like I was saying, this is the Young and Balling program. That's the team for this program, Young and Balling. And the essence of this is, like I said, to help young people figure out their lives, all right, figure out their stuff, get some sense of direction and focus and purpose for their lives. And this is the eighth episode of this program. We've had a lot of people who are doing well in different areas of life, different sectors, different fields, who have come to share with us on their own. All right, so today Samuel is with us, and Samuel will be sharing with us how to position yourself for influence, impact, and income. And like I was saying when I started, Samuel is someone who pulls a lot of influence on the online space: WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn, and even YouTube. Samuel has the numbers, and beyond the numbers, he has the influence. Okay, influence is all about saying something and watching people do it, making people think in a certain way, act in a certain way, behave in a certain way. That is influence. Impact is being able to bring change, being able to make a mark in the life of others. And if you can do this too, income will certainly come. So if you can get people to think or act in a particular way, you can influence people's thought patterns, people's behavior, people's attitudes, and their mindsets. Then you can impact them. You can bring change. You can bring growth. You can bring development to these people. You can help them find their wings and soar. And if you can do that, then definitely they'll pay you for it. They'll pay you for in different ways. For coaching, for mentorship. They can buy your books, whatever it is. All right. So our guest is just coming and going. I don't really know what is wrong with the network, but once he comes back, he will just share with us what he has for us. Okay, so please bear with us. Let me try and add him back. But I believe you can see me and you can hear me. All right. So if you're new here and you've not subscribed, please do well and subscribe now. Like I said, there is a lot of valuable content on this channel. We've had a lot of people come here and teach on a lot of very valuable things. MTN network, exactly. MTN is very bad. MTN network right now is very bad. But anyhow, we'll see how we manage it. Alright. So please, like I was saying, do well to subscribe. Do well to subscribe. Subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so that whenever we have sessions like this, or whenever I post my short videos, you will be notified and you will get to watch it and get what it has in store for you. All right, so I'm still waiting for our guest to come back. I'm still waiting for him to come back. Please bear with us. And Samuel promised that the session will not be long, so let's just be patient. He has promised that the session will not be long. Okay, maybe as we wait for him, I will just add my own. Um, I'll just say a few things. We're talking about influence, impact, and income. Influence, impact, and income. How to position yourself for influence, impact, and income. Now, I'll just in a nutshell drop 3 tips for you before Samuel comes. Okay, how do you position yourself for income, for impact, for influence? Number one, show up. Number one, show up. Show up. If you can put that in the comments. You want to position yourself for influence, for impact, for income. The first place you need to begin is to show up. Okay, show up. Now, what do I mean by show up? What I mean by this is you cannot be influential, you cannot make impact, you cannot wield influence if you're not visible. Everything starts with visibility. That's what I mean by show up. Thank you, thank God. Show up, visibility. That's where the whole game begins. You want to be influential, you want to wield impact, you want to make money online, you must be visible. You, except maybe you want to start doing crypto trading and all those things, that is when visibility doesn't matter. You can make money in the shadows, but you cannot be influential. You cannot command people's attention from the shadows. No, you cannot command people's attention from the shadows. You cannot be influential without people knowing you. There is no influencer today that is not visible. You can think of the influencers you know in music, in fashion, in the movie industry, in the educational sector, in any sector. The key thing, the first thing is that they are visible. They are seen, they are known. All right. So you must get your numbers up. You can put that in the comments. You must get your numbers up because visibility is all about, first of all, how many people are seeing you. Number one, how many people are seeing you online? And number two, how many of these people seeing you really matter to what you do? Those are the two key areas of visibility. I hope you got that. How many people are seeing you? So you cannot say you want to be influential and you're having 20 status views, 30 status views. On Facebook, you have 300 followers, 400 followers. On Instagram, you have 50 followers. No, you must get your numbers up. You must build up an audience base if you're going to be influential. And this is where lead generation becomes very important. This is where lead generation becomes vital. All right. So you must learn how to generate leads, generate quality leads, bring them to your space, bring them to WhatsApp, bring them to Facebook, wherever your space is, and nurture these people till they go from just being leads to being part of your audience. They go from just being on your list to actually being part of your audience. All right. So remember, I'm trying to be fast before our guest comes back. But remember, I said the first thing is visibility, and the two very key elements of visibility: how many people are seeing you. First of all, how many people are? You need the numbers. You need that number. There is no influencer that doesn't have numbers. You cannot be influencer when you have very few people following you. No, Jesus was influential because everywhere the Bible said, and the multitude followed him. And the multitude followed him. He went into the desert and multitude followed him. Thousands of people. They left their house to go into the wilderness, into the desert with somebody. Okay, so you need that. You need numbers. How many people are seeing you, and how many of those people are who you need. All right. So if you're into, for instance, if you are into fashion, then you need people who are fashion enthusiasts to follow you. They should be the major part of your audience. If you're not going to just build an audience that will just be there for numbers, the major part of your audience must be people who are interested in what you do, who are interested in your service, who are interested in your value. Value does not appeal to everybody the same way. Okay? The same value does not appeal to everybody the same way. There are people that your message is for. There are people that your service is for. There are people that your value is for. So these people must make up the bulk of your audience. These people must make up the bulk of your. That's why those of you who follow Samuel, you see that he's always doing audience filtering. He's always trying to cut off people who are not part of his, his message. People who don't believe in what he's doing. People who don't key into what he's all about. So your main, it may not be 100%, but 70-80% of your audience should be people who truly believe in what you're doing, who believe in your message, who are your not just followers now, but even they are your fans. That is another key element of visibility. How many people are seeing you, and how many people that are seeing you are actually interested in what you're doing. Then the second thing is to show up strong. The second thing is to show up strong. Now I said number one is show up. Number two, you must show up strong. And what does that mean? Please put that in the comment if you're watching. Show up strong. Now, to show up strong means that it's not just enough to be visible. is not just enough to be visible. You must be visible with value. Okay, our guest is back. Samuel, welcome back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Samuel? God. His network is quite bad. Samuel, can you hear me? Okay. I'll go on while we wait for him. I said the second thing is show up strong. Show up strong. And I was saying it's not enough to just show up. It's not enough to be visible. It's not enough to just have numbers. Okay? Influence is one thing, impact is another thing. Now, impact comes when you show up strong. Showing up strong means show up with value, show up with substance, show up with both practical and actionable tips that can help your audience grow. That is when influence starts becoming impact. It's not just that you have value, that you have the numbers, or that you're showing up, but you must show up with something that can really bless people, something that can take people from point A to point B to point C to point D, something that can move people along their value. Why did you think multitude were following Jesus? Because he had value. He had the word. He had the bread of life that could fill these people's hunger. He showed up strong. He had so much to give, and not just fluff, not just rubbish. He had so much stuff that was, so essential to these people that they had to follow him wherever he was going. So if you want to get into the point of making impact, you must show up with value. And value comes from being well grounded in what you do. So no matter the area you are, you must be well grounded in it. You must know it in and out. You must be an expert if you're going to, be influential and be impactful. You must know both the theoretical and the practical aspect of what you're doing. You must be able to discuss this thing in and out, and also be able to transfer this knowledge to your audience. All right. Some of you follow Emeka Nobis, you follow Emmanuel Ape, you follow these guys because of the value they put out. Each time you read their post, you learn something. Each time you see their videos, you learn something. That is value. And that's why you keep following them. That's why they are making impact. Because each time they deposit something in you, it may not be so big, but a little seed is what becomes a tree. All right. So you must show up, and then you must show up strong. If you just show up and you're giving out trash, even the numbers you've gotten would diminish, because people will not follow you for long for nothing. Ants only follow sugar because it's sweet. So your sweetness lies in your value. Your sweetness lies in the practicality of your message. Are people getting results? What you're sharing, is it working? Is it helping people? That is what brings impact. Many of us, many of you, Femi Lazarus. You listen to his messages every day, bumper to bumper. Why? He's showing up strong. There is value in his message. There are solutions in his messages. When he teaches, when he preaches, you see people get liberation. You see people get deliverance. You see people get healing. You see people get, mental. They get mentally liberated, mental freedom from obstacles and shackles that have held them down. So you must show up strong. It's important. Don't just come online with half-baked stuff, because the online space is very, very crowded. The online space is very, very crowded. So you must be able to differentiate yourself by coming out with value. Okay, coming out with a unique take on issues, coming out with a twist that can carve out a niche for you in your market. All right, so show up with value. Show up with value. Show up with actionable tips, actionable content. Yeah, that's the word. Content that can really make a difference. Content that can help somebody. If you say you're a writing expert, you're a writing coach, your content should be able to help people go from having no idea about writing to writing their first article, writing their first blog post, writing their first book. That is value, and that's why they'll keep following you. That's why they will tell people about you. That is impact. All right. So I hope you got that. I don't want to waste too much time here. Samuel is still experiencing network challenges, so I don't know. I think maybe I'll just get him to record his session and send to me, and then I will upload it here because I think the network is really, really um, preventing him from joining us. He has tried. If he comes, the network will knock him off. So probably I'll get him to record his own session and then I'll upload it on this channel. All right. So because of that, I don't want to take too much time here because I know most of you are not even expecting that I'll be the one talking this evening. Okay. Or I've already started, so let me round up. I said show up, be visible, get your numbers up. Get your numbers up. You need to generate leads, both organically and you know inorganically, that by running ads. You need to go and master lead generation. Let nobody deceive you. Lead generation is the core of any online enterprise. Leads. And then you must show up strong. You must show up strong. You must show up with value. You must show up with a difference. You must show up with something tangible that people can lay hand on and say, this is what I've gotten since I started following this guy. All right. Many of you love Sabinus. Why? Because Sabinus' comedy is different. His comedy is very unique. That is him showing up strong. All right. His comedy is, there is something that you can always hold on to. It's unpredictable. So whatever your field, you must not be a comedian. You may be something else. But even in that your field, what is the differentiating factor? What is your unique selling point? What makes you special? What makes you different? What makes you better than others? And then number three, you must keep showing up. Keep showing up. You want to be influential. You want to be impactful. You must keep showing up. Okay, consistency is the name of the game. Consistency is the name of the game. You cannot be a one season wonder. Samuel, welcome. Can you hear me? The same thing. The same thing. All right. Give me a few minutes. Please put that in the comments. Show up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Put it in the comments. Yeah, so I was saying, sorry for the delay, you must keep showing up. Consistency is very important. If you're going to achieve lasting success and if you're going to stay the course, you see, we are talking about impact, income, impact, influence, and income. Now, income is the last stage. Income is making money from what you do online. It's the last stage, and it comes when you've got the other two in place. Now, one of the reasons you're going to make income online, one of the reasons people are going to pay you, one of the reasons people are going to trust you with their money is because they've seen consistency. They've seen you achieve results over and over and over again. Show and over again. All right. I will not pay somebody that I have not seen him consistently. That's the only way somebody pay you, at first meeting. If you come recommended, somebody that they trust recommended you, spoke for you, then they can pay you based on that person's recommendation. If not, nobody will pay you and trust. So sorry for that delay. Network is what it is, and we'll keep trying our best. All right. So I guess I was talking about consistency. Okay, keep showing up. And I said the only reason people will keep giving you recommendation is because they have seen your consistency. Consistency in showing up and consistency in showing up strong. They've seen you deliver over and over again. All right. Maybe they have seen the testimonials that you've been sharing. They've also seen the value you've been sharing. And then it gets to a point where they can now trust you to maybe pay for your class because they are sure that you will actually deliver in that class. Or they can trust you to buy your product, to buy your book, to buy your course, whatever, because they can now trust that you will deliver based on the track record you have built. They can pay you for coaching or mentorship because they can trust now that you will deliver. So consistency is the name of the game. You must be in this for the long haul. You must be able to show up and you continue showing up with value. You continue showing up with results. You continue showing up with substance over and over and over and over again. Right? People become a legend not when they have one hit song or they in the football, not when you have one good season. No. But when you've had hit song after hit song after hit song, consistency. When you've had a good season after another good season after another good season, that consistency is what builds trust. That's what will make people even recommend you, not just paying you for your service or buying your product, but they will even recommend you to other people. So you want to make income after establishing influence and impacting people. All right, you must learn that it takes consistency. It takes consistency. You cannot show up for a month, disappear, and come back after 6 months without no reason, and you think people will just trust you and wait for you. No, the game moves very fast. Other people will take up that space you've left. So you must show up consistently. All right. And showing up doesn't mean you must share all the value in the world. It doesn't mean you must do something very big. Those little value you're sharing, those little quotes, those little testimonials, those little snippets, they are enough to just let people know that you're still around and you're still doing well. You're still around and you're still delivering value. You're still delivering results. You're still delivering the transformation that your students or your clients would need. All right, so it's very important. Stay consistent. Don't be pulling disappearing acts. You can't just go off for 6 months, come back, you go off again for 3 months. No. Even if you're doing something like that, it must be announced first so that it is we know that okay, you're going off for sabbatical, for health reasons, to recharge, whatever. And you come back, you continue from where you stop. Don't just disappear as if your audience don't matter. I see what Samuel always does. Before he goes off, he tells you, okay, on the 20th, I'm leaving this space and I'll be off for 1 month. So you know what is coming, you prepare. All right, so consistency is very important. I don't know if you've heard this before, but even if you've heard it before, I'm reiterating it. You must stay for the long haul. Okay, you must plan 6 months ahead, 1 year ahead. All right, and one thing that will help you remain consistent is how much you've fed, how much value you've taken, because the value you give out is dependent on what you have inside you. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. So if you want to stay consistent, you must consistently consume value. You must consistently keep learning. You must consistently continue feeding yourself if you want to feed others. I don't know if that makes sense to you. All right. If it makes sense, you can just drop it in the comments. You must continually feed yourself even as you're feeding others. So that this is why learning doesn't stop. You keep growing, you keep learning, you keep being mentored, being coached, so that you keep climbing, you keep having more and more to give. As the longer you're going, the deeper your content, the deeper your results, the deeper what you're sharing. That's how you stay consistent And that's how you even increase. Okay, so I said that is how you increase your perception in the eyes of your audience. All right, if you want to feed others, you must continually feed yourself. Very important. All right, so you must know how to sell. If you want to make income, you want to make money, huh? Selling Okay. Now, knowing how to sell is all about knowing how to translate your value to money. Okay. You giving out value is you helping people. Now, how do they help you in return? By giving you money, by paying for your product, for your service, or for something. All right. And the easiest way to get people to give you money is to sell to them. You must know how to sell if you're going to make money in anything you do. All right. Having an idea is beautiful, but knowing how to sell that idea to the right people is more important. Having a skill, having a talent is good, but if you cannot sell your skill, you will be broke. So having value, having result is beautiful, but if you cannot sell it, if you don't know how to sell, if you've not built that skill of selling, of negotiation, of copywriting, of closing, then you're going to struggle to make money online, to translate your influence and impact to income. You must know how to negotiate, how to win deals, okay, how to close deals, how to write copies if you're going to sell and you're going to make money online. So these skills are important. I'll name them again so that you can go learn them. All right, you can let them on YouTube if you want to do it for free, but if you want more precise guidance, then you can take courses, paid courses. I said you must learn negotiation, knowing how to um you know negotiate, discuss, and argue prices and deals with people. You must learn closing, very important. How do you get them to pay without them even feeling like you forced them or anything? They pay you and they are glad they paid you. Negotiation, closing, copywriting. That's like the master of all the skills. Knowing how to use words, written words, spoken words to make people buy. That's copywriting. And you need to learn offer creation. Offer creation is all about making your product seem a lot more irresistible, making your product, increasing the value of your product, making it, seem much more um, a must-have. So these skills are very important to learn. All right, and knowing how to sell is all about knowing how to package your value, package your solution as a product. First of all right, many of us we have value, we have solutions, but we don't know how to turn it into a product. People pay for your product. People will not pay you just for your value. It is rare, not although it's not impossible, but it's rare that you know people just send you money because you made a very good post, you made a very beneficial video. Somebody just sent you money. It happens. I've seen it happen to influencers like John Obidi on their live streams. You see people donating. All right, but that is not awful because those live streams can be maybe once a week, once a month, and the donations are few. That is not what will sustain you. So you must learn to package that your value, that your product, that your value, that your solution, that substance you have that can impact somebody, that can change their life. You must learn to package it as a product. Package it as a product. There are very many different forms of product: a course, a book, a class, a mentorship. There are many ways you can package it, but you must learn to package your value as a product so that people can buy that product and you make your money, you get income. So you stop giving out everything. All right, there's a point you get to, you need to start keeping some for paid clients, for paid customers, for paying students. You package those ones in the best format for people who are going to give you money for it. All right, so learn how to create products and don't feel bad, don't feel shy about creating products and selling them. No, no, it is your value, it is your solution, it is meant to help somebody. So there is nothing wrong with that person paying for it. Nobody, somebody that needs a shoe will go to the market and buy a shoe because the shoe is a product that is solving a problem they have. And the person selling the shoe will not be ashamed that he's selling a shoe because he's giving you something you need and you're giving them money. So you that has a product, you have a book, you have a course, or you are planning to create one, don't be ashamed of selling it. Don't let anybody deceive you or intimidate you. Somebody that needs that product needs the solution it carries. They give you the money, you give them the product. Both of you are happy. They get results, you get money. So please learn to create products and don't be shy, don't be intimidated that you're joining them. Yes, join them and make money. All right, join them and make money. All right, so learn how to create products. That is a whole different class on its own. All right, knowing how to create digital products is not what I can go into here, but you can explore more on your own. Learn how to create products and learn how to sell these products. Learn how to package this product as an offer, then learn how to sell them to people and make your money. All right, so I'll stop here because of time. I've talked a lot. If you're just joining now, you can always go back, watch the replay from the beginning. All right, and finally, or just before I go, the session we are supposed to have today with Inioluwa Samuel that he could not make because of network. He was here, but network kept cutting him off. So I've spoken with him. What we are going to do is he's going to record the session. He will do a video recording of everything he was supposed to teach today, and he will send to me, and then I will upload it on this channel. So probably by weekend, the video should be ready, and then I'll upload it on the channel here. So you can, if you're subscribed to this channel and your notification is on, then you will be notified once that video drops. You can come and watch Samuel sharing his own view, his own perspective on how you can position yourself for influence, impact, and income. All right. And then the last thing before I leave, I spoke about you needing to learn how to sell, you needing to know all the skills of selling. I mentioned copywriting, traffic generation, I mentioned closing, I mentioned offer creation, I mentioned negotiation. All these are skills of selling. Okay. And if you need somewhere to learn it, if you need a place where you can learn all the skills, a place where you can be groomed in the art of selling, in the skill of selling until you master it, then I would invite you to join the Pendulum Sales College. All right. So this is my sales academy where myself and other experts, more than a dozen other experts, came together to teach all about sales. All right. So the link is there on the screen. I don't want to spend much time talking about it. You can just copy that link, check it out, and see if it's something that you need. See if it's something that interests you. See if it's something that can add to your online business and help you make more profit, help you make more sales, help you, grow as an online entrepreneur. All right. So that is seller.co/TPSC, the Pendulum Sales College. Copy it out, then go check it out. All right, go check out the page and see everything you will be getting. See all the all that the college contains, all that you will learn, and everything you'll be leaving the college with. All the skills I mentioned are there, taken by different experts in these skills. All right, different people who are pulling mighty results with these skills. They are there to teach you in the college. All right, so check it out. And what I'm going to do from now till the end of this month, for those of you who are watching this, only for those people here, and those that will still watch the replay, I think I can offer you up to a 40% discount to join the college from now to the end of this month. All right. So if you're coming from here, just let me know that you watch this session. All right, and you're eligible to get up to 40% discount from the original price of the college from now to the end of this month. So I would advise you to take advantage of that because it doesn't make sense to pay more later when you can get it for less now. So do that, check out the college, and if it's something you need, which I'm sure it will be because it's so loaded and massive, then you can jump in before the end of the month and you get a 40% discount. All right. So that's that. Thank you so much. Um, I hope you learned something today. I hope you went away with something, no matter how small. By this weekend, I will upload Samuel's video so you can also learn again. All right, for now, bye. And I would like it if you can help me just copy the link of this session and go post it on your WhatsApp. All right, so that your friends can also learn, your friends can also get value. Okay, I will share the link again. I'll share the link again. So please, if you've learned something here today, I believe you also want your friends, your audience to learn as well. That's one way of, showing up strong. Okay, so you can copy the link from YouTube and go paste it on your WhatsApp status so that other people can also come and watch the replay and learn one or two things as well. All right, I really appreciate that. And also like this session, it helps with the algorithm. So just drop a like. If you've not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. All right, so I'll see you very soon, probably next month's edition of this program. Till then, please keep living your best life and keep doing you. All right. So good night. Thank you so much. Thank God, Awamba. Thank you for staying till the end. Victoria, thank you. Favor, thank you. Ayomide, thank you. Thank you. And those that are watching the replay, thank you so much as well. Good night.